Hello Internet, I'm Dr. Reading. I'm an assistant to Dr. Gary and welcome to CRDR, Comic Reviews with Dr. Reading. Are you ready for a new comic? Me too! Let's get into it.
Title and author.
Today's comic we are reviewing is Sabertooth Swordsman by Damon Gentry and Aaron Conley.
Publication date.
Sabertooth Swordsman was first published November 13th of 2013.
Comic rating.
For this series, I'd say maybe older teen, maybe M, because, alright, there's violence, I think there's some drug references, and the volume that I read, there was like an art collection in the back, and there was like maybe some partial nudity in some spots, so yeah, I'd say mature audiences, so please read responsibly.
How I learned about the comic.
Let's see, I first learned about this series, I think it was on a flyer. One of the comic flyers that was advertising about different series, so I thought I'd give this series a shot.
The plot.
The plot of this, a nameless farmer has his wife kidnapped, and so this divine entity that's made out of clouds turns him into the Sabertooth Swordsman, half man, half tiger, and he wields a sword. Yeah, so, and thus he goes on his quest to save his wife. And from when I was reading the description, I thought this was going to be something like Samurai Jack.
The good, the bad, and the info.
Unfortunately, it is not like Samurai Jack. Okay, let's see. How do I describe this? The art style, it's alright. It does a decent job. There's a lot of detail. All the pages are monotone. All monotone. Black and white, shades of gray. So, yeah, it's not a full color illustration. Let's see. So the story, so while he's traveling around, he encounters foes and has to learn obstacles and overcome them, and he has to stop. So the collection I bought was the Sabertooth Swordsman versus the Mammoth Mathematician, who is the main overall antagonist of the entire series. The comic isn't exactly serious. It's like light serious with a bit of goofiness in the illustrations and the overall plot and story. Both of the guys who behind this, they worked on Dark Horse Presents, a bunch of comics, and seriously, they worked on a whole bunch of the Dark Horse Presents comics and Sabertooth Swordsman. These guys have pretty much been joined at the hip. Anything the author does, the illustrator does right with him. So these two really work well together.
Score out of 7 stars.
I give Sabertooth Swordsman a 4 out of 7 stars. It's average. I mean, it's good in some spots, but it's not exactly... It didn't really click for me. I mean, I bought the entire collection in one shot because I figured why not. I read through the whole thing and I was like, oh, okay, not bad. Good for like if you just want to kill an afternoon or... If you want to kill an hour or so, just quick read through, not too bad. But it's not a comic series that's gonna be like, wow, this is the most amazing comic ever. It ain't the worst thing, but it's right there, very middle of the road. Well, that's all the time we have for this issue of CRDR with comic reviews for Dr. Reading. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy reading, folks.